Hey everyone, it is October 12th, 7:58 p.m. Just got home from work, I'm cooking dinner now. And I figured I'd make a video because it's been a long time since I made a video. And I haven't done one in a while because nothing in my life has really changed. It's just pretty much work is all I've been doing. But I do get some views on this channel, on these videos, and I do get comments, which I really do appreciate, you know, because it's nice knowing that someone's willing to listen to me. So that's cool. But yeah, this one's not a written entry like the other ones were. I'm just kind of spitballing here, so you're gonna have to forgive me if I don't know, I just don't know what to say or pause or anything like that. But I figured today I'd talk about my copes, you know. So copes is incel term. I haven't said that in a while. I haven't been you know, browsing those incel subreddits in, I don't know, maybe half a year now. You know, I'm kind of done with the whole incel stuff, to be honest. You know, I'm still alone. I guess by definition, I'm still an incel, but I guess the incel subculture I'm pretty much done with. Which reminds me, I'm probably gonna change the name of this channel because there's another channel called Incel Diaries, and I do watch his videos, and I do like them a lot. So I should probably change my my channel name so we don't really step on each other's toes, I guess. But I do like his channel, and I do like his videos. But what was I talking about? Like copes. So, let's see. So when I started this channel, I was probably in the crappiest point in my life in terms of, I guess, mental state. And the reason why that was, man, I hope my audio's coming through fine. But the reason why that was is because at that time, when I started this channel, I decided to move out of my parents' house, right? I was gonna save up so I could move out of my parents' house, you know, either move to an apartment or save up to buy a house, which is what I did. I ended up buying a house. But my biggest cope was materialism, you know, buying stuff. That's the thing that kept me off, or kept my mind off, you know, being lonely, being by myself. So, yeah, you know, materialism, buying stuff. I love, I love spending money, and I love buying stuff, and the more expensive something is, the better. And the things I particularly like buying was guitars and camera stuff, which is kind of funny because I barely practice the guitar. I almost never go out and take photos, but I really like guitar gear and camera gear. And just, you know, I probably spend more time, you know, researching these products than I do, you know, using them. But, you know, when I started saving up for the house, I was like saving 100% of my income, nearly 100% of my income, and I was able to do that because I was living with my parents at the time. And I was miserable, you know. That was the thing that kind of just got me through life. You know, when I'm looking up stuff to buy and buying stuff and enjoying it for a little while, you know, it was good. Let me flip the bacon here. But, you know, and I thought once I buy this house, you know, everything was gonna fall into place, right? You know, I got a house now. I'm cool. Ladies gonna dig me. I'm gonna have plenty of friends. I'm gonna meet women, and well, that didn't really pan out, because it turns out now I'm just alone. Before I was a lonely guy just living with my parents. Now I'm a lonely guy living alone in my own place. Man, let's see. My last video, I moved into this house in March. And that was when I did my last entry, was in March. And that was just before the lockdown really started. And when lockdown started, I kind of fell back to my own ways. I forgot all about being lonely. I was just buying shit again. A couple months ago, I bought a new camera, which is the one I'm using to record this video right now. And then I bought a lens for it, and that cost a shit ton of money. And then just last week, I bought another guitar. And I decided I gotta knock that shit off, because this kind of thing is not really helping me. It's not sustainable, because eventually, oh shit, I burnt it. Uh-oh, better turn it down. I usually cook bacon a lot better than this. Ah, fuck. But eventually, or rather I should say, this thing's not sustainable, right? Because, I get that new guitar, I get that new camera, the camera lens, or whatever device. Is my fan on? It's getting a little smoky in here. And then the novelty wears off, and then I'm back at square one, and then I have to go buy something again in order to feel good about myself, to keep my mind off, being by myself. So, decided I need to cut down the spending. It's not that I'm gonna stop buying everything altogether. I still enjoy guitars and camera stuff, but I decided, instead of just buying a shit ton of them, actually try using them. So I might take up guitar lessons through Zoom or whatever, and actually go out, on the weekends and do some street photography, stuff like that. Actually use this stuff that I'm buying. I don't know why it is I enjoy these two particular things so much, guitar stuff and camera stuff. I like the specs of them, and I just like owning them. But I should probably actually learn how to use this stuff rather than just spend shit tons of money on it. Speaking of money, I've been watching a lot of financial videos on YouTube, and I read a few books on it too. So another reason why I need to stop all this, spending, is because one, it's not helping me, and two, I'm probably going to be working my entire life, right? To not only afford this stuff, but because I can't retire. You need to save up a lot of money if you want to retire comfortably. And my job's pretty good. My job, if I retire from this job, I put in enough years, I get a pension. But that might not be enough, and there is a good chance that might not be around in the future. What if it gets converted to a 401k or something like that? That's happened to jobs like mine. So I started some brokerage accounts. I got a Roth IRA now, and I maxed that out this year, and then I just started a standard brokerage account. So I'm going to start investing, which is, kind of cool, because in a way, investing feels like spending money. It is, right? You're spending money to invest, but unlike, buying something like a guitar or a camera or whatever, this money, not guaranteed, but it could come back to you. Where's my spatula? Or you could turn this money into even more money. So let me that would be the smart thing to do, right? So it's kind of exciting, you know. I'm kind of excited about that. Of course, I won't see this money in, like, you know, because you invest, it's gonna take a while before you see the returns. I'm still pretty new to this, so I still have a lot to like read up on, but that's kind of my plan going forward for that. Is to cut down spending, you know, maybe you know, I have a pretty sizable guitar collection, like more than an individual needs, and I think about like selling it and just having just one guitar, but for some reason it's so hard to let go of that stuff, even though, you know, the material objects and my skill level is nowhere near worthy for for these guitars that I own. These are very nice guitars, you know. They're not like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with guitar brands, but you know, this is like Fender American stuff. I got some Gibsons, you know, Japanese made Ibanez. I got the good stuff, or the expensive stuff, I should say. But maybe, I think for camera gear, I'm good. You know, let's not get any more camera stuff. Let's actually put this stuff to use. And then for guitars, we'll cut it down to one guitar a year. That sounds really hard, but, you know, because I do like having a collection. I think it's really cool. But let's just buy one guitar a year. But, you know, the real thing I should be focusing on, honestly, is, you know, having a social life, trying to meet people. But it's hard, right? You know, COVID's still a thing, but at the same time, that is kind of a convenient excuse. Oh shit, I should check these hash browns. But it's such a convenient excuse, right? And I know I'm using it as a convenient excuse, but I don't know, is it smart to go try dating? On my way to work, I see like people at bars, and those places look packed. And it doesn't seem like a good idea to be there, right? Not that you have to go to a bar for a date, but I don't know. The whole idea of dating while COVID is a thing just sounds so stupid. Wearing a mask all the time. I don't know. But what choice do I have? The more I like stall and procrastinate, it's just the harder it's gonna be. So I guess I should try, right? Maybe not this month. Listen, November, you know, I'll download all those damn dating apps again, and I'll really put in an effort this time to try to meet people, you know, and anyone. I'll try to meet anyone, you know, anyone that's willing to go out with me. Because the most important thing is just to get out there and experience it, right? You're not gonna, you know, it kind of reminds me when I was like in my early 20s and I was trying to find a job. And you don't land that first job interview. You know, your first job that you get is not gonna be your dream job, because if you did apply, you know, if your first job you applied to was that dream job, you're not gonna get it. Because you never did a job interview, you don't know what the hell to do, and you're just gonna look like a chump there, and then they're gonna reject you. But then your second, third, for me it was my fourth attempt, my fourth job interview that I got my first job, that I finally, you know, got hired. So, you know, maybe dating's the same way. You know, just go there, meet somebody. You're gonna totally fuck it up, you know. I did, you know. That if you've been watching my videos, you would know that in March, I did go on my first little coffee date, and I didn't get a call back from her. But, you know, that's cool. That's, you know, lesson learned. You know, you get better, try it again. And It might take another few tries. And maybe someday. But what you shouldn't do is just, keep waiting, because then you'll be waiting forever. I should have drained some of this fat. When when I was at work today, I've had everything I was gonna say for this video planned out, but I don't know. I feel like I'm missing a lot of things I originally wanted to talk about. But let's see, what else do I wanted to talk about? I talked about my copes, which is the materialism. Talked about investing. Talked a little bit about being a homeowner and how it's, it's cool. It's pretty great, actually, being alone. Alone, at least living alone, I mean, is pretty awesome. You feel very independent. You don't got your parents, breathing down your neck. You kind of just do whatever you want. Yeah, dating, talked a little bit about that. There's some other stuff I swear I wanted to talk about or go over. Oh yeah, no, I talked about that too. The other channel called Incel Diaries. What should I rename this channel to? I still want to keep, I don't know if I want to keep the word incel in it, but this stuff does bring in the views, right? Ah, shitty egg crack. Oh, let me crack these eggs. I think in one of my previous videos I talked about getting into cooking. Yeah, that didn't really happen. I just cook very basic stuff, eggs, bacon. I think the most complex thing I've made was like chicken stock. And it turned out pretty good. Man, that was like 18 minutes. Has it really been that much time? I feel like I've barely been talking. Uh-oh. But yeah, next month, November, I swear, we'll really give the dating thing a try again. I just need a, we'll go out and shit. We'll go out and take some really nice photos of myself and really spice up that dating profile, Because if I'll be completely honest, I never put that much of an effort into it, So we'll try to make a really good one. And we'll try actually really hard to get a date. Because the last time I got that date, she actually messaged me first. And it was like, honestly, it felt like a freebie. It was like, hey, you want to meet? And she was like, yeah. I get the feeling she wanted to meet me, regardless of our little combo together, our little whatever message I would have sent her, And then when she met me in person, I was pretty lame, so there's that. But we'll do better this next time. Looks about done. If you're wondering why I'm making breakfast food for dinner, it's because this is what I have in the fridge. This is what's for dinner. But I should have went grocery shopping last week, but I didn't. I ended up working overtime last week, and I was just so lazy. I didn't want to go to the grocery store, so I'll probably stop by there tomorrow. I guess there's really nothing else to talk about. Anyways, I really appreciate, whoever's listening, and to those who left comments in my previous videos. And I'll definitely try to, do some more stuff. And I'll definitely, I really got to try to put an effort into, being more social and stuff. Anyways, until next time, thanks for watching.